So this song, there was a prompt. Somebody gave out a prompt, write a song about fish or fishing. I said, all right, okay, I'm trying to think about it, and I got nothing. And I called Ross, my friend Ross, who's also in my band. I called Ross over to come practice with me or come play with me. And I said, oh, Ross, come on over. I'll bring in some sushi. And Ross said, oh, Ben, I only eat sushi in a restaurant. I said, no, Ross, that's pretty weird, but it's a great first line, so I'm going to use that. And then to make it more difficult on myself, the more constraints you put on yourself, by the way, if you have creative people in the room, the more constraints you put on, the easier it is. So I put on another constraint, which was every other line in the song had to refer to fishing or fish or something nautical. So let's see if you can catch me on that. Here we go. She only ate sushi in a restaurant. She slept on a waterbed. She said she was my one and only, but there were other fish up in her head. Yeah, we met on a pier. She was drinking a beer. She said my tackle box turned her on. I took her and my pole to my fishing hole. She got naked and jumped in my pond. Yeah, I knew she was trouble. I couldn't cut bait. When I thought about running, it was way too late. Gave me that look and I bit on the hook. She was reeling me in on her line. I took her up north to the state of Ben and Jerry. She loved that jam band sound. She danced like a spinner in clear blue water. I knew she was shaking me down. So we spent all my money on caviar, on pearls and other fine things. I was knee deep in debt when she pulled up the net. She said, it's time you bought me a ring. Yeah, I knew she was trouble. I couldn't cut bait. When I thought about running, it was way too late. She gave me that look and I bit on the hook. She was reeling me in on her line. Came home from a trip on a big cruise ship. She said, babe, I got one in the oven. It was a master ploy. We had a big baby boy. Now I'm bound to give her all of my loving. Yeah, I knew she was trouble. I couldn't cut bait. When I thought about running, it was way too late. She gave me that look and I bit on the hook. She was real.